With that performance.
You know, see that Estavia come on man of the match.
Yes, I know, and I told before they even announced the man of the match, I already wrote
that come on man of the match.
I know.
I be there starting lineup. So one time he say that prefer get leg pass to Dibo, we don't come. See that prefer skinny leg there. What are you gonna talk about?
Okay, there's a difference between rating the Premier League and you rating the performance of a game. Yeah, the Premier League is the best league of the world. It doesn't mean that everybody that has stayed in the Premier League for 5 or 6 years means he's a top performer. Yeah, so you are just trying to make me understand that because Todibo has been there for 2 or 3 years, he should be better than Estavia. No.
Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to be on the VAR show where we view, review, and preview Premier League games. Of course, I can't call the guests by their first names because my dad's African, but starring on tonight's show is Uncle Fabian, Uncle Timoh, Uncle Vlad, Uncle Lordcliff, and of course, my dad. Enjoy the show and make sure to like and subscribe.
No. What I'm saying, right? I'm gonna give you an example, right? Do you know why United started with Mason Mount on
I don't know why. That's a decision.
They started, because why? Mason Mount has experience from Chelsea.
I disagree. I don't agree for that one. Listen. I think the main reason why we started with Mason Mount with that game was because of the preseason game.
Yes, he had the last preseason game. He was spectacular.
Yes,
that's
not even that. The only reason why.
Because Mason Mount's last season was rubbish.
Yes.
But that last game, the last preseason, I don't even know if you watched it.
Last season game,
the last preseason game before this their first Premier League game, he was spectacular.
That was the only reason why I think I'm went with him.
Even me.
Yes, that was my main reason.
You know,
for me, Westham is a decent team.
No. It is.
We can't say that because
they met an athletic team on play.
True.
So wait, Crystal Palace is athletic too. You want to say that? Why did Chelsea not buy
Crystal Palace is athletic? Why?
In what way?
People keep
In what way?
Why?
In what way?
This team humbled Man City.
In what
this
way?
team humbled Liverpool back to back. This team humbled Arsenal.
They better than Westham.
And this team humbled Chelsea again. The first. Why you guys?
Look at the result.
That's fine. No, that's fine. Let's just keep going. We'll just cut it off. But yeah, I just want to do a quick review of the games played by the world champions. Just so you guys know, Chelsea is the world champion, okay? Before anybody calls my name, start by world champion. Yeah, it's like calling a pharmacist, it's like calling...
Even all the commentators today, when they
you have to refer to me as world champion. Show some respect. You can't just call me like I will be champion for the next 4 years, guys. So show some respect. I can't...
Timoh world champion.
Wait.
Yeah, so you gotta call me world champion.
If that's the case, then they'll call Liverpool, I don't even know, a universe champion. Because we won the best league in the world. So I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's the Premier League champion. That's fine.
Premier League is like the best league in the world.
Yeah, but we are the world champions. So relax. So again, but let's just.
My question is, who are the champions of Europe then?
Well, PSG.
So they are the best in the world, right?
Yeah.
No, but we played them, right?
The champions.
We beat
Europe and the world.
Which one is bigger? We literally beat PSG 3-0 in the championship game of the World Cup. Like, what else do you need from Chelsea?
You beat the European champion.
We'll beat like, what else do you guys need from Chelsea? We've given everything. We've given everything, guys. But again, that's fine. Let's talk about weekend.
Chelsea could not beat Crystal Palace, so I don't understand what you're talking about.
See my elements of progress. But again, that's fine. Let's talk about the game. West Ham, Chelsea.
Yes.
You know, for me, quickly, I was very impressed with the guys. I was impressed with Estevao, the new kid on the block. Good thing he played because Kopama had an injury during warm-up, so we're able to slide him in for the game. But I think he stepped up in the first half. He did a good job. You know, he wasn't intimidated by all those old players at West Ham. You know, great ball touches, great first touch, great link-up play and everything. And he gave an assist, which for me is a lot for a first player. And he's only 18 years old. So I feel like, for me, Chelsea is on the right path. I've been with Chelsea for over 25 years now. So I've seen Chelsea across several decades. So I feel like I'm very excited about Chelsea this year. The lineup for me was good. I don't have any issue with any of the players that started. You know, I think the only person that I wish could have started the game was the little guy we just got, Jorah Atto. I feel like he should have started the game in the center defense instead of having Tosin play. But again, the coach.
What about your captain?
Rich James, Rich James is injury prone, so I'm sure they're trying to manage his injury. That's the only issue.
And I mean, the guy that played in his position did perfect.
Exactly.
Was it Malo Gusto?
Malo Gusto has played for the last.
He had
Malo Gusto is the one that played for his championship game at the World Cup, and he was great. So he's a good player. He's a good sub for Rich James. So I think that wing is covered. But again, we humble Westham 5-1.
Sure.
Let's go, guys. Let me get your feedback. I know you guys are all haters. But that's fine.
No.
I said Liverpool. I know Liverpool person. You guys are on my side.
We don't
everybody
need
else.
Everybody
else is a hater, guys.
Me, I always hate. I'm a wicked man. Yeah, I agree. I always hate.
I don't see anything wrong with that. You know, it's good to be a hater at times.
Yeah, very important. I only care about Manchester United. I always hate. I'm going to hate.
Yes, it's good.
I love good football. I enjoyed football today. I watched Chelsea, man. It was spectacular. That Estavio kid, man. Jesus Christ. What a chance to take your opportunity.
Yeah.
Palmer went injured during training.
And
this guy stepped up, became the man of the match. I mean, I saw Juan Pedro score a goal, gave an assist, but still, this kid was something else.
And just to add to that, if I was Cole Palmer, I want to be careful right now because all eyes are fixed on this new kid.
True.
When you come back, you got to step up your game.
True. Plus, remember, towards the end of the season, towards the end of the season, Palmer was really like.
There we go. He didn't show up. He didn't turn up on big games. Yeah. Look at the game between them and Man City. We were expecting so much from Cole Palmer, but
he didn't deliver.
No.
This is what I always say about Cole Palmer. If Cole Palmer is not scoring goals, he doesn't play a lot of impact for Chelsea.
Yeah.
You know, off the ball is very, very lazy.
Yes.
Off the ball, very, very lazy.
True.
You know? So, like you say, he has to step up his game. If not, it's going to be a problem for him, like going forward.
Because a lot of people depend on his creativity.
Exactly.
It's his creativity that made him Cole Palmer. Nobody expects him to be like N'Golo Kante, attacking balls. Everybody depends on his creativity.
Well,
so if that creativity is not there.
Why would you compare Cole Palmer to N'Golo Kante?
When I talk of N'Golo Kante, I mean about hustling for the ball, attacking the ball.
Off the ball.
Well, there's no 10 shed in this world that does the work that N'Golo Kante.
You're missing my point.
It's not a 10 shed.
You're missing my point.
Yeah.
You're missing my point.
Yeah.
When I use N'Golo Kante, he's a hustler. They call him water. He covered all the surface. So nobody's expecting Cole Palmer to be that kind of player to cover all the surfaces. So what I'm saying is his quality is being that player who is always doing those decisive passes, creating those chances. So if he's not doing that in the game, then he's useless. He's off the chart because what Estavio proved to us today is that he can actually cover up spots. He can create chances.
He can.
Against West Ham are playing with two midfielders. Chelsea.
It's against the Premier League team. No, say it's against the Premier League team.
With what? With Caicedo,
it's against the Premier League team
and Estavio.
We've seen. Okay, the last game against Crystal Palace, Cole Palmer could not play anything in the game. He was hiding.
Yeah.
He was hiding. So if Cole Palmer is not scoring or not creating chances, off the ball is very lazy.
Of course.
And when Chelsea play a very difficult team that needs everybody to put in that shift, he doesn't show up.
Yes.
So that's why we need him to also step up his game. You know, because we always look at stats, but we watch the game, the actual game. It's not really playing.
Well, again,
I'm worried right now though because I remember like a couple of months ago, when Cole Palmer was doing magical stuff. One Chelsea fan, the Chelsea fan that we have in the podcast right now, was saying that Cole Palmer should take over Jude Bellingham position in the national team because it's like
it's creative,
I know. Right. So right now we're talking about. It's about taking over Cole Palmer position. Is it what's going on?
That's football. That's football.
That's football. Hold on.
That's football. You go with their current performance.
Hold on 1 second. You see,
because I don't want to point out the.
No, that's football. You go with their current performance. That's football.
But
if you're not performing, there's someone on the sideline that's ready to take your place.
Exactly. So
on the first game of
it doesn't matter, man. They judge you.
It's football. You gotta
judge you the moment you step on that pitch.
Every single day. But again, hold on to my point. Sorry, doctor. My point is the way Cole Palmer is playing.
Yes.
Even for England, he brings more value to the team than Jude Bellingham. So the coach cannot bench Cole Palmer and have to bring him play and have those people play and Palmer to the bench. Palmer played two games in the Euro. He had one goal, one assist. So for England national team, he has more value than those people. I'm like, if England needs to win any trophy, they need Kopama in that team. They need Eze on that team to start those games.
They need goal scorers.
Yeah, not from the bench.
So,
Just to Bellingham, they need people that will play. They can have Rice play for Bellingham.
I think we're contradicting ourselves right now.
Okay.
Because right now we talk about workaholic. Right, we just said what Obama. No. Let me say we're talking about workaholic, right? Jude Bellingham is that workaholic where he does that work that we're talking about. Golo Kante doing the work that he does for Chelsea. Where he used to work for Chelsea.
I think you took that Golo Kante point the wrong way.
No, because you said that Obama where he doesn't have the ball to do the magic that he does.
I said that
it's ineffective,
and you misunderstood that point. What I meant was, he's a midfielder. He's a quality midfielder.
Without the ball on his feet, he's ineffective.
He's useless.
That's what he said. He's ineffective. Jude Bellingham, when he doesn't have the ball on his feet, he walks out for the team and go back and defend for the team. And carry that ball forward. Kopama, if he doesn't have the ball to move forward with it, or if they don't give him the ball to do that little passes that he does or score the ball, Kopama is ineffective.
Yes, that doesn't mean he's a bad player. That's
I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm just saying
that's
well, let's go back to the game before we keep going back. Let's go back to the game. Let's keep it to today's game. I know I'm trying to rob me of my glory, but you guys will not succeed.
No.
Let's go back to today's game when Chelsea crushed West Ham 5-1. Let me get your reaction for today's game and your thoughts on the game.
Today's game, I mean, I think almost every Chelsea player had like 7.5 on 10. Like there's nobody that's below that, below that range. I mean, everybody almost had a perfect game from the goalkeeper. He even made saves that he didn't even have to make. Everybody was like top notch. I understand that West Ham is bad right now. We're judging them from 2 games, which is rightfully so, because they lost to newly promoted Sunderland. And now they're losing at home, which was like, it was supposed to be like a redemption game. After losing to Sunderland, you're coming back to London against your London rivals. You're supposed to put on a performance. After their 1 goal, we thought, okay, the atmosphere was going to be terrible, but then they just folded and from 1-0 to 5-1. So yeah, Chelsea had a perfect game. I mean, all the players, Pedro Neto, oh my God, I cannot even start. If you gave me that man of the match performance, I don't even know who to give it to.